Whoa, dreamers! Welcome on back to the Daydream. This is episode freaking 17. What? We're still going strong. All right, guys. Let's see here. Let's round up yesterday. Oh man, I sucked at bowling. At least as far as I'm concerned, based off of my average, which I basically got just barely over on one of the three matches that I had, and then the grand total for the series obviously was under because I didn't bowl that well. And yeah, but you know what? My team stuck it out. We bowled well enough, and we should be either in first or second going into next week's playoff match. It's technically called a position round, but if we win that match, we're going to win the whole thing. So we're this close now. Pretty cool. All right, diet was on point yesterday, killed it. Got a massage, got an adjustment. My body needed both of those very badly. And I'm just, man, feeling really, really good. I checked out my Twitch for some reason. For my Twitch email, I never got the Twitch affiliate email, so I'm stoked that we got that. However, I'm not like so super ecstatic because it's a new thing, right? This whole Twitch affiliate thing is super new, so it's nice. It's very nice that we got this, right? We're gonna get a little bit more possibilities for people to help out, which is great. I'm stoked. Therefore, guys can just or gals can watch ads and be able to keep on throwing a little bit of those bits my way if they so choose. Otherwise, again, it's just something to be a part of because it's just, you know, it shows that we're not a completely new channel. We're not stagnant and not reaching out to other individuals. Obviously, the reason they're doing it because Twitch will be able to profit off of it. It's just that simple as business, right? So it's good. This is good. It's a stepping stone for what we're really going for. But if you guys who've been with me since the beginning, if you guys have been following me at least since the beginning of this Daydream, if you guys have been following me for last year, however long it's been, our goal is partnership and beyond, right? I mean, getting partnership, how great would that be? It means more exposure for us, right? More validity behind what we're doing. However, it's not the end all be all. We're trying to ourselves build a whole brand here, right? We got the good old dream stream going on, but it's more than that, and you guys should also focus on that as well. Don't be pigeonholed by one thing, if that makes sense. I remember the other day I was talking to you guys about maximizing on your best attribute. Different thing. When you're working with another individual or group, corporation, whatever that might be that you are after, don't let that be the only thing that is your focus, in the sense that your worth is worth more than a lot of times you give it. If you are putting your all into everything, you are constantly paying attention to the trends, to where you're supposed to be having your exposure for your market. If your market is a lot more of a niche and small orientation, we gotta keep our eyes open for other possibilities to keep on branching out. Not spreading ourselves too thin, right? Because that's actually going to be the exact opposite. We don't want to be too narrow focused, and we don't want to spread out too thin. However, you just got to pay attention to there's more information, and that might be a lead to something else that's even bigger, which will then help what you're going to do for whatever your main focus was. All these things can come around and help each other out. Just don't allow that to become a stress that envelopes you. Because when that becomes a stress that envelopes you, you take away the fun, the passion, the intimacy that you have with what you're doing and what you're striving to achieve. Don't let that happen to you, dreamers. Come on. There's a reason why we're dreamers. We aim high no matter how hard we fall, right? Okay. So, that was that today. Well, I didn't know working out, so it's kind of, I got a little extra time here and there, going over some stuff, found all the good tax information, all that kind of stuff. So guys, the Twitch affiliate stuff should be good to go tonight, which technically when you're watching this is going to be for yesterday, right? We're going to be having the birthday bonanza and everything. It's going to be stoked. I've got, once again, for those of you just checking it, we're going to be rocking good old 3DS action. We're going to be playing Link's Awakening. Hope to let you guys know exactly how that goes tonight. Oh, man, how cool. How very, very cool. What else? Again, guys, pay attention to all your social medias for yourself, right? And then for those that you're networking with. And then you know what? Find 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 other people that you can reach out to, because you're not everyone's going to reach back out, right? Not everyone's going to be like, oh, okay, cool. You might only get 1 or 2 of those people, but cool. Now you're starting new conversations with another person. Always look to do that when you can, and don't use I'm too busy. You're supposed to be busy, even if you're busy relaxing. You're supposed to be busy. You're a human being. You do things. You accomplish stuff. Whenever you hear yourself, I'm too busy, stop yourself from saying it, even though realistically it might be that your schedule's jam-packed. Come up with a different way of saying it. By you word vomiting, I'm too busy, it's so disingenuous. It is such a slap in someone's face. Why? Because you're too busy for them. You're too busy for the next opportunity, too busy for the next project. You seem... Versus, when can we schedule the next time? Now, maybe they come back and now maybe their ego or whatever gets in the way of accomplishing a comparable time between you two. But now you started the conversation. When you're saying I'm too busy, a lot of the times that's shutting the door. Unless the other person on the other side is extremely persistent. Which, if you go and tell me you're too busy, expect me to be persistent. It's how it's going to be when you're interacting with me, because I always feel that you can achieve more than you give yourself credit for, and you can always achieve more than other people are going to give you credit for as well. Do not forget what you're worth and how we're going to go about that the right way. So, that stuff's good. Excellent. Right on. Reach out. Too busy. Oh, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay, well, I'll pick that up later. I thought that was going to get in the trash, but I missed. So, now, with that being said, when you guys are tuning in today, which will technically be Saturday, Das Postman and I will complete Shadows 2 Perfidia. I'm assuming it will take us the whole stream based on how the first one went, and I think they've made the second one harder. It just seems that way with how the first level's played out. If it does not, or if we complete it and beat it quickly, we will play a second scary game. My brother gifted me Outlast 2. So for those of you tuning into this, I'm not going to tell anybody else, unless you're watching the YouTube videos, that Outlast 2 is going to be our next Scare Me Saturday game, be it right after Shadows 2 Perfidia, or the following Saturday. But make sure to tune in for Shadows 2. It really, guys, it is, if you like the jump scare games, if you really enjoy the horror, survival kind of aspect games, which I've now been learning that I enjoy parts and elements of it, because obviously getting scared is not necessarily the fun of it, but it's a challenge. That's what it is. It's a challenge to me, and I like the challenge. That's what I like about them, is that I'm used to, like you guys have watched me play so many different platformers. Those are my, besides RPGs, platformers are my next favorite way to go about gaming. Yet, these it's not gonna. I don't think it's being to be playing a horror platformer game. I just don't see how that's gonna equate to anything scary. I mean, you have to get really, really deep with that stuff. I mentioned, anyways. Okay, get off on a tangent. Forget that. So, anyways, guys, Shadows 2 Perfidia, really good game for that kind of stuff. You guys can find it for inexpensive on the Steam store. Don't miss out on it if you like that kind of stuff. And if you're only about graphics, I guess that you might not do it. But again, to me, I'm about gameplay. I'm about the fact that, did it challenge me? Did it make me have to, okay, why this? Okay, what do I have to do for that? I love the puzzles, and this game did a really good job of it. The only thing so far is the lack of flashlight. That's about it. I don't like it where it's completely black. I don't mind if that's like a part of the game where you have to kind of struggle through it. But currently, it looks like we're just going to be like rummaging through the dark the entire time, which I don't know how it's going to be fun for everybody else watching. Because when I play these games are games I only play on stream ever. Why? Because that way it's more, you get the blind run with me, right? You get to see my authentic reactions to it because I don't know what the hell is coming at me or what's happening to DOS Postman, right? Because he definitely isn't playing these games either. And yeah, so I don't know if it's as fun if it's just completely black, and then we die because we can't see the enemy that got us, right? And so I'm hoping that's not the case, that we just haven't found batteries yet just because it's where it is in the beginning of the game. All right, Dreamers. Retro Friday night is tonight. Hopefully you guys were there for it because it's the birthday of Basharino. But for those of you tuning in right now, remember, tonight, Saturday, the 29th, Scare Me Saturday starts at 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Otherwise, guys, I will catch you on the following day on Sunday, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for Speedrun Sundays. Thank you, Dreamers, for tuning in. And keep dreaming.